Patrick.
All right, Kevin Gaudreau from the Pier restaurant is here. They caught me on camera, Kevin, getting up probably a little too early after the last segment. I was so excited to come in here and see you.
Hey.
How you been?
Very
good to see you again.
Good.
Good.
You.
So we're making, you're making a chowder.
Little New England clam chowder, our interpretation of it here.
Right.
So let me run through some ingredients real quick. A little heavy cream, we use, or milk, whichever you prefer. A little clam juice, celery, onion, some potatoes. I use pan cheddar in mine. I'll explain why in the cooking process. A little toasted corn, celery seed, a little celery salt, and a little dill weed. That's pretty much what it takes to make a nice chowder. So.
Wow, God, I mean, it smells so good already. And what do we have in the pan here?
This is a little butter I'm melting down because we're going to make a roux, and a roux is loosely some butter, flour mixed together, and that's what's going to be the tightening agent to kind of thicken up the chowder.
The clam, I mean, you know, I've never seen the clam chowder, you know, either when I eat it at your restaurant or I get it in the can, God forbid. But to see the actual, the shelled clam, that's it. You don't have to do anything to them except throw them in?
Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to shuck those right there.
Okay.
And, you know, when we're making big batches at the restaurant, we go through, you know, 400 or 500 of them. So we have just someone shucking ice.
That's a full-time job, shucking clams, I bet.
That's right. So come on down in the summer, I'll put you to work.
All right. I might cut off one of my fingers, but there they are right there. And we're going to eat those little buggers coming up in a little bit. For the recipe, of course, just log on to our website, foxprovidence.com. Back to you.
Lily, what's happening in there?
Well, I tell you what, Courtney, we're making a sangria here in the kitchen, and this kind of fits along with our story that you'll see in a little bit when Ben got to go to different restaurants.
Yeah.
Pulled the boat right up, and the Pier is one of them.
I know, right there.
That's so cool. Tell me about the sangria, because I love a good sangria on a hot summer day. Today's not that day.
It's not that day.
But I'm getting ready for it.
It's going to be there this weekend. Sangria is something that Charlie Holder, our general manager, is a big fan of. This is his recipe. So we use some fresh fruit. We have some pineapple, melons, some orange segments, some grapes, brown sugar, couple cinnamon sticks.
About how much brown sugar?
We're looking at about 3 tablespoons right there.
Okay, 3 tablespoons.
And then there's this other thing right here. I've never heard of it, but it's called Grand Marnier.
Grand Marnier.
So you want to put a little bit of that in there.
Okay.
And you also want to hit yourself with a red wine. We're using a Malbec here. It's a younger wine.
I have to say, I really love Malbec. I just was introduced to it fairly recently, and Argentina, right?
Argentina, you know, usually coastal climates have great little Malbecs. So.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to mix this up. How long does this have to sit before it really starts to sweeten up and fuse?
When Charlie does it, he makes it the day before, lets it sit in the refrigerator, and then all the fruit starts macerating and releasing its natural flavors. So,
what, do you have any pre-made over here?
Come on now, girl.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to take a sip of this.
Cheers.
Oh, that's delicious.
That's good, right?
I love that. In just a second, what else goes with sangria but clam chowder, right?
Clam chowder and good times.
That's right. So we're going to come back in here and make some clam chowder in just a second. For now, back over to you guys. Patrick's getting ready. You can hear the snap of his surgical glove.
Oh, jeez. What was that?
And the
I thought we were making chowder, not delivering a baby. What's going on here?
Slap the gloves.
That's another episode.
I got to get the... Anyway, I'm ready to
You
shop.
ready to go? Watch your mouth. All right, go ahead.
Okay, what are we doing?
Going.
Making chowder? Okay, real quick.
Show them how to do this.
We have all the ingredients.
Kevin.
Here's what I do.
Yeah.
I don't use any oil. I use pancetta, which is a Italian bacon.
Yeah, so
it's got
what kind of flavors?
A lot of fat content. And we're going to render down the onions, the celery, and the roasted corn in there.
All right, why don't you pass those over to me, and I'll put them all in.
Just throw them in. You're going to hear a little sizzle.
Ooh, that's nice.
You love the sizzle. What you want to do is you want to cook that pancetta down. Maybe we should put the pan on.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Otherwise,
see, this is when you have a professional chef. They know what to do, these things.
I just want to render this down, and what's going to happen, this is going to create it's going to release its oil, and that's going to be the liaison so that we can cook the celery.
A little bit of celery, okay. Ooh, I like that. Can you hear that sizzle?
Pat's over here. I'm getting scared. Ow.
Yeah, me too.
Let me see one of them.
Yeah, show them.
All right, so you're going to let this down. I'm going to bring the temperature down a little bit. You're going to cook this for probably about 3 to 5 minutes. It'll stop turning translucent.
Okay.
Which I always thought was a cool word when I was a young kid reading translucent. What does that mean?
It's not just clear, it's translucent.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
How come the seagulls don't have such a hard time getting these clams open like I do?
What
do I
they
need to drop them out of my mouth onto the road?
They go about 100 feet up and drop them, and then they go down and eat them.
Man, this is
We can do that. We can get you up on the roof. If this
like
is
that, wouldn't you?
unsuccessful.
When this is rendering down, I'm going to make a roux, which is just butter and flour.
A street? Oh, okay.
All right, so we have some butter right here. And now I'm going to add, because this is what we're going to use to tighten the chowder up to make a nice consistency.
Otherwise it would be too...
loose. It look like a soup, not a chowder.
Okay.
There's never going to be any clams in this chowder at the rate I'm going over here.
Get a move on.
Why is this so hard? It didn't look that hard on TV.
I think you have to have some sort of tech. I think there's a school.
Let me try one. I haven't done this, but let me see if I can do it.
All right, let's see.
Oh, see the little channel there?
Yeah.
I did that.
Look how quick. I mean, within
There's your
mere
clam.
seconds.
And you go like, if you come on down to the Raw Bar, Pat, this summer, and you can work a day. You'll be able to open these up, and no problem.
It's like you're like an otter.
There we go.
Getting into this.
So we want to get all our clams in there.
Well,
one down.
One down. 487 to go.
I'm angry now.
All right. So as this is starting to get a little translucent,
Okay.
I want to add my clam juice.
Okay. And do you just where do you get the clam juice from? Is it just you can get it out of a can, right?
You can get it out of a can.
Because it's just juice in a
Just
can.
get it out of a can.
Just cut my finger.
Oh no!
Did you
Really? Are you? Okay?
No, I really didn't. It's really
okay.
there.
All right.
I also want to add my cream or milk. I'm using milk here, but some people use cream.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter.
And I will.
Give it a little
whisk it.
Whisk it up.
There we go. Whisk it up.
You want to add your
Pinch it or
potatoes?
something, Kevin?
Okay.
Did you get it open?
What's that?
Did you pinch it or something?
No. Here's the secret. See the clam?
Yeah, I see the clam.
You always look for the easiest ones to open, and it makes it look good. Yeah, you'll be opening that one all day long.
Yeah, when you're on TV, you want to
Okay, ready?
really
Yeah.
go for the easy route.
See that little?
I've been trying to get in there.
All right. Hold it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Put the knife in there.
Yeah.
Just squeeze it.
Oh, you
down.
squeeze. Oh, that easy, huh?
It is that easy.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right.
Wait
Maybe
for
not
it.
for it.
Hold on.
Wait.
And there it is.
There you go.
You guys go back to work. I'm
Back
All
to
right.
work. All right, so we're making the roux. We're going to cook this until the potatoes start getting soft.
And you can already see it starting to look like
A
chowder.
little chowder. I'm going to add some. This is my secret weapon. Right
Okay,
here.
so we can't say what it is.
It's celery salt.
Oh, okay.
It's the way my mom, Paula, makes it.
Okay.
And then I like the dill weed.
Dill weed.
All right.
I give up.
Hold on, I'll whisk.
I just want to eat the chowder. I don't want to cook it anymore. I'm done.
Let me borrow that for a second.
All right, you go ahead.
Okay, so that's going to cook. We can let that go down. I'm going to make a real loose roux. Some people cook the roux; it gets all thick and crumbly. I like to keep it loose because when I start to tighten up the soup,
Yeah.
you don't end up with these little roux balls.
Ah,
in there.
gotcha.
People, was that a clam? Was that flour and
Right,
butter?
yeah.
So
That's not fun to find. All right, you know what? I'm going to try one of these.
No, don't. Please don't.
You really?
Please don't.
do we have any Band-Aids?
Please don't. My father's going to be so disappointed because we have like clam boils all the time, and I'm supposed to.
You're the clam guy.
Hey, how about this? The next time you have a clam boil, invite me over about an hour after everything's supposed to get done.
We're going to invite Kevin over.
And I'll send my shucker. He'll get it done, no problem.
This is just downright embarrassing.
Do you
I think
have
I'm
one
going to be in
person
the.
designated
I have
as
this
the
kid.
shucker?
This kid, BJ Blanchard, has been working with me for about 10 years, and he's a machine.
Get out. Just get it.
Oysters, little necks, cherry stones.
Does he have all his fingers?
I think he's down to 9. But,
Okay, all right.
But he's unbelievable. He does a great job. So, hey, BJ.
Listen, we only have about 30 seconds left. So why don't you keep mixing that
Yes.
roux? And I'm going to get out a couple of bowls.
Get some
because
bowls.
you were good enough to make some. But basically what you'll do is you'll just add the roux to
Exactly. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to add this in here like this. You see
Okay.
how it's loose? Ooh. And this is actually going to tighten it up.
And now how long does that take to cook?
I can make 5 gallons of chowder in about 18 minutes.
Except if Patrick is acting as your shucker.
Exactly.
And I can eat 5 gallons of chowder.
Well, I tell you what, you did such a good job, Patrick. You tried really hard,
Thank
so I'm going
you.
to give you some.
Oh,
Try
I
that.
appreciate that.
You'll notice the consistency changes, though. You get that nice, creamy, thick chowder.
Looks delicious.
This is already actually thickening up, which
Hey,
is nice.
thanks so much for being here. The Pier Restaurant,
Thanks for having
Newport.
me.
It's the place to be.
How's that taste?
I'm going to stick to eating instead of shucking.
Good man.
You're good at that.
Find the recipe, of course, online on our website, foxprovince.com. Michelle, hope you do a better job with the forecast than I did at shucking.
Well, here's the deal. I was going to give the forecast